Football Power Hour.
Yo. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to your loved ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to talk about the predictions. You know what's funny? Everybody likes to do predictions right before the season starts, and for me that's like almost a madness because you have no idea really which players the clubs are going to sign. You have no taste of like how the clubs are actually doing, and I feel like this is time for an updated, informed predictions show. And you know what? I'm privileged to be joined by a special guest, and I just want to cordially invite you to also put in your predictions as we go along in this conversation. My name is Botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour, and yeah, don't forget the important thing. Hit the like button, subscribe here if you're new. Let's get this show started, shall we?
Bruno Fernandes. It's Fred. It's Martial. Just waiting on the back post. Surely he'll be found. And scores first Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Right, my special guest deserves a drum roll because his name is Planet Fast from the Planet Fast stand. There he is.
I don't need no fucking introduction, man. I am the introduction.
You are the introduction. Yo, how you doing, G?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Man, I'm calm, bro. I'm calm. It's been a good, international break, needed international break. And, like right now, I'm just sort of like in that zone of like, all right, get ready for Man United, because it's going to be a very, very, very busy season until whatever, January, right? So yeah. So I feel like this is a good time to have this conversation. You've been playing football lately, haven't you?
As in football or FIFA?
No. Like on the pitch, football on the pitch. Did
Yeah,
you
I
do that?
have. Yes, I
What
have. Yes.
what position do you play?
Striker.
So you play the Werghost role.
Something like that.
How's
Something
that?
like that.
How's that going for you, by the way?
You know what?
Yeah.
It started off well. It started
Uh-huh.
off well. Uh, I'm the only striker in the club that scored I'm the only striker that has scored 4 non-penalty goals.
Okay. All right. From open play. All right.
Yeah, from open play.
Not bad.
But
Not bad.
I'm at the moment I'm not in the squad due to behavioral issues.
What in the Jaden Sancho did you do, bro?
Oh man, I mean, what can I say? No, it's not.
You're the one that's got
Man,
more
it has
goals,
to be
but
me, isn't it?
the manager decides to exclude you.
Yeah, I'm too vocal at times.
Yeah.
On the training pitch, I'm too vocal. I can I make myself known. I make you known that your tactics are not working,
Okay.
and and
Yeah.
I damaged some equipment because I was angry.
Oh no. So it's more like, what's his name? Was it Lukaku when he was when he got kicked off
Yeah,
out of the
yeah,
like
yeah.
vandalizer?
Yes. So I damaged
Oh
some
man.
equipment. We played a game where
Yeah.
we won. We won 3-2, but the
Uh,
wingers did not pass me the ball when I had open opportunity twice.
God.
So I ended up kicking some water bottle and breaking it. So
Oh no, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your team. I want to say anyway, big shout out to everybody that is in the chat that is joining in. I see Luan saying hello, men like Shay, Arsenal saying big up. You know what? Big up to bath time as well. Bath time. It's funny you say that because first, are you about to go take a bath or are you from taking a bath?
listen, this is international break, bro. This is if you're not naked in your own house, where are you not gonna be naked, man? I'll be deadly honest.
That's true. That's true.
Let me relax. Let me relax, man. Let me
Smart
leave.
bedroom. Dress code is smart bedroom. That's what it
Let me
is.
live, man.
Yo, shout out to Yale as well, who's been watching the American presidential debate. Oof, I just feel sorry for you, Yale. Shout out to Kenny Fan TV says, remind Faz that how many games did he restart against Luton Town in FIFA career mode? Explain yourself, bro. What's Kenny talking about?
Bro, FIFA is rigged. I'll just tell you that it's rigged. It's rigged, bro. That game is so rigged. I don't understand, bro. Like how come I score? As soon as I score, their players are faster, stronger, bro. How?
That is crazy. That's crazy.
It's rigged.
No, you know what? I'm waiting for the next FIFA, bro. I just want to get that one, and then that's when I'm gonna start doing some FIFA streams as well. Like I'll do career mode, and I'll show you how it's done.
Okay,
Yeah.
I look forward to it. I
Yo,
look
matter of
forward to
fact, do you play against people on your community? Do you have like those one-on-one type
Man,
of?
I can't even beat the computer, let alone the community.
Get out of here, bro.
What the hell?
That's crazy. All
No,
right,
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
FIFA is rigged. To be fair, and it's too addictive as well. That's why I quit playing FIFA like years ago. Hey man. For your sanity, if you have to quit it, quit it. But I'm definitely. I took a break from FIFA. This FIFA really 24. I wasn't playing it that much, but I used to be really good. So I'm gonna get back in my FIFA zone. In a few, it's coming out. Anyway. I want to also welcome backstage. We have men like Munch. How you doing, Munch?
Big up, man. Big up, bots. Big up, Faz, man. Hope you guys are good, man.
Oh
I'm
man,
all right, man. Thank you. Hope you're good as well.
what chill,
Big
what
up, man.
chill. Yeah, we're gonna bring you in as we start talking about these predictions, Munch. So don't go anywhere. All right. First things first. I have a little bit of a list, that I want us to talk through and you know the first and I kind of want to preface the conversation like this. Let's talk Man United and talk the ops, right? Wherever applicable. So the first question that we have to talk about is
The first question is, are you still on the fence?
bro?
That's the first question. Are you still on the fence?
No, I'm not on the fence. I'm backing the manager now.
Oh, you're oh man, what is this, man? You're backing. You're worse than
No,
Trump supporters.
Yeah. No, listen. This is why, Faz. This is why. I want to see him. He has now been backed, like in terms of recruitment wise. He's been given Ugarte, he's been given Xerxes, he's been given Mazraoui. Now is the time to say what can he cook, because the ingredients are there, right? This is the
Don't buy ingredients for a wife that can't cook.
Bro, no. All this time the wife has been using garlic salt when we need actual salt. So now it's the time to actually like say, hey, what is this guy actually capable of? He's asked for his wish list. He's got most of his wish list. Let's see. Don't you think he deserves that?
Okay.
Don't you?
Yeah, like I gave him game week 15, which is way more than a lot of people want to give. Way more than everybody wants to give him. So game week 15, we'll know by then.
So that's like right before Christmas, right? Game week 15. When is that? Like, yeah, it's around
around Christmas, Jan. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. There is the 10 game perverts, the 10 game merchants, 10 games defense league, but I think like it should be till Christmas. I feel like that's a fair fair. So that means now you're backing him until Christmas.
No, I ain't backing nothing. This is like being on death row. You don't know when you're gonna get collapsed. You're gonna get collapsed. You just don't know when.
So it's bombastic side eye till Christmas.
I ain't giving him no backing. You must be mad. You must be mad.
So no. So I want you to clarify this stance before we actually talk. So you're being silent on saying Ten Hag out till Christmas.
I'm giving him till game week 15 so that I can stop people from crying when I really inject you with the medicine. Yeah. Okay. Listen, sometimes there is different types of medicine. Some medicine are like tablets, some medicine are like a cream, and some medicine is injection. And we know people don't like injection. So this injection is gonna come on game week 15. Yeah,
Okay.
that's I'm gonna hold it out until game week. I want you guys to get sick of the name Erik. This I want you guys to get sick of the number 10.
Oh
That's
no.
when I'm gonna come in. Until then, I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm just gonna just watch the show.
Okay, all right, all right. We will be there. 15 game week 15. We will be there. All right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get into what we're here for, which is the first question I want to ask to you and everybody in the chat. Who do you think will be the Golden Boot winner?
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious it's gonna be Haaland, and that's a very it's a very boring topic to discuss. Even
I
who's
know
gonna?
why it's boring for you because you came on this channel fast and you said Haaland is not my cup of tea.
Yes, I did. Yeah, he's not my cup of tea. I don't like him as a footballer. He doesn't excite me. I don't feel energized when I watch him.
Does he do
And
his job though?
uh, so did David De Gea. But people criticized him because we were not winning. Really and truly, if you deep it, many players do their job, but people criticize them because they're not winning.
No.
He's not pleasing to the eye. That's all it is. It's just not pleasing to the eye. Look at Cole Palmer. He did really well last season. I think Dominic Solanke is one name that you don't mention often in terms of strikers. There are other strikers in the Premier League that are really, really, deserve a lot of respect. But it's gonna be Haaland at the end of the day because other teams. No matter how much they play possession-based football or whatever football, you see other players chipping in goals. So it's not always the striker, scoring the
Yeah.
goals. Whereas Man City is like every player was bred and brought up to just serve at Haaland's feet, and he's gonna get the goals, and it works for them. Really, it works for them. So it's gonna be Haaland, yeah.
It's gonna be Haaland. I cannot disagree with that. I think you're just a salty football fan. When you see somebody who's good, you gotta give him the props.
But he's not good.
Bro, he's good. He's doing his job. He's been
He's
asked
not good. Now,
for
okay, some
and
of his finishes are good. Some of the quality is good, but overall, he's not a better striker than what Benzi was, for example. Do you know what I mean? His numbers are silly and ridiculous, but he is not a better striker than what Drogba was, or even Torres. These players. He's not. He's not. Ivan Tony is even a better striker than him, but Ivan Tony doesn't get the amount of goals like he does because the teams play differently. I promise you, if you put players like Ivan Tony in there, he would also get some ridiculous numbers. Now, yes, Haaland has the physicality and the athleticism to score some of the goals, and that I will give it to him. But overall, I just don't understand how he's an attractive footballer.
Rotten Tomatoes for Faz sin bin him for that. How you gonna say Ivan Tony? Bro,
Tony,
nah,
Ivan Tony's silly, man. Ivan Tony's silly. People don't respect Ivan, man. People
fam.
do not respect Ivan,
Listen,
man.
only two players have been Golden Boot winners. Like
Son is another one. Son used to be cold before
listen,
Haaland came in.
Haaland is about to break another record, fam, and he's about to be in big company, right? Like you gotta give him the props. I don't care if you don't like him. It's just the fact of the matter is that striker's job is to score goals, and he's doing his job. Like what else can he do? You know, he doesn't dribble, sure, like as much as maybe you'd like, but actually his dribbling is underrated. The thing that he has elements of his game that he needs to work on, obviously, like the first
But
touch,
you've seen him in some games
of play.
when Man City are not winning, it's like they're playing with 10 men, not 11. You've seen it. When Man City are not having a bad day, you look around the pitch and you think, where was Haaland?
Well,
mind you, I've seen this guy live numerous times, and at times he's not on the pitch. He's just not there. But
yeah.
like you said, he's there to score and in the right moment and the right time. That's all it is. So kudos to him. Golden Boot will go to him.
All right, Golden Boot goes to him. Bath Time says Haaland is an outrageous striker. The lines he takes, his strength, and the lack of back lift with that power he generates, he's outstanding. And you know what's crazy about him? Like we're not seeing the type of goals that he used to score at Dortmund, at Man City.
Yeah.
The Dortmund ones, like the ones that really like that with shot power that hits the roof of the net type of thing.
Yeah.
Those ones we haven't seen them in a while. So. I think he still has a lot to offer. He's still going to show us a lot more. So, yeah. All right. I'm agree with you. So, okay, who's going to be the top goal scorer for Man United?
Damn. At this rate, freaking, it's going to be Onana, isn't it?
No, be serious. Be serious. Let me.
Top goal scorer for Manchester United. Oh my God. I think it's gonna. I think for some weird reason, I feel like it's gonna be Bruno Fernandes.
Bro, are you looking at my list? What's going on? Is
that what you got? Yeah, top Bruno Fernandes again.
I got Bruno. Bath Time also agrees and says Bruno. Let's ask Pav. Yeah. Munch. Is it? Do you agree? It's gonna be Bruno.
I think it's gonna be Bruno. I think Fernandes is gonna be back this season, man.
You gonna call him Fernandes? Pav, big up yourself. What do you think, Bruno as well?
Bro, who cares? None of them can score goals anyway. They're all dead. The wingers are dead. The attackers, the strikers are dead. Like, what we expecting here? 7-8 goals. Are we really going to praise them for getting top goal scorer when they probably don't even get more than 10?
This is the scenario I see. Ahmad cutting back, laying it off for Bruno a lot. We're gonna see that pattern. That's what I see.
I'll be honest. It doesn't matter when we create. We barely create, and then when we do create, we're not decisive. We're not putting them in. Like, who do you see out of these players who are actually going to put in more than 15 goals in the Premier League anyway? Forget the other competitions. The way that we're moving right now, can you see anyone? Like, you're quiet. Like, it shouldn't take you that long to say your name. Yeah. You're quiet.
I can't think of 15 goals.
If the team gets right, then I expect the strikers to get the goals, but I don't believe in these wingers. Other than Garnacho, I can see maybe turning into something one day. We don't create enough off the wings.
All right. You know, if Pav has a point. Like, I feel like goals will be distributed. It's not gonna be like one type of player that's like, really our talisman. Like, Xerxes not gonna bring the goals. He's gonna provide some, But
I don't think we're gonna. The top scorer for Man United is gonna be very close between a few players because everybody's gonna get like 4, 5, 6 here and there. So that's how it's gonna work out for me, anyways.
Okay.
I don't see one singular player getting 15, 16 goals. I don't see it from our front line, anyways. I don't think Ahmad is ready to carry a team, to be that main player of a team. 16 games, getting assists and goals. I don't see Rashford doing that. I don't see Haaland or Xerxes doing that. Our front line is probably weaker than many mid-table teams, if you really deep it. I mean, bar Rashford, because what he's capable of doing on a good, purple patch.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that, any player in our front line can carry some burden and weight. You can't. You really can't.
Damn, man, I'm struggling to see 15 Premier League goals from any. Even Garnacho doesn't, like, he doesn't give me that confidence that he will do it. Okay, all right, that's Man United. So clearly we're not winning the Golden Boot. That's what we're saying. So all right, who's gonna be our assist maker, like top assister?
Same old story. It's gonna be Bruno Fernandes, isn't it? Number one chance creator in the league. We don't really know the chances he's creating. I don't really never see it, but somehow he's gonna have the most assists. But looking at the system as well, I won't be surprised if you see the likes of, depending how often he plays as well. I won't be surprised seeing Ahmad in there, getting a good few assists. I've seen Casemiro make some nice passes to the forwards as well. So I won't be surprised with that as well if he's got a couple. But I think it's probably between Ahmad and Bruno, really. If it depends how much Ahmad plays.
Yeah. Ahmad sounds a good.
Did you ask me for Manchester United or the Premier League?
No, we're starting with Man United and the Premier League. Okay. It's funny, I don't want to be agreeing with you on every single one, but Ahmad for me feels like top assister. As I said, cutback, you know, to provide Bruno with the goal when he's running in. What about Premier League? Let's go to just the
Cole Palmer.
Really?
I think Cole Palmer. Yeah, he's already got a couple already, isn't he? So, Cole Palmer. If they manage to click it, if they manage to get the right, methods, and routines, it's Cole Palmer. It's just silly. It's silly. I want to say someone from Manchester City, but it makes the conversation very boring. You know, like between Foden and De Bruyne, it makes it very boring. So I would like to see someone who doesn't play that sort of football get the assist. So yeah, I would say Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. I don't see it happening. I think he had a fluke season last season for me. I don't see him being as effective. Like, he will be good for Chelsea, but not to the point where he's like the player with the most assists. If anything, because like that also means that you mean like Chelsea are gonna score a lot of goals, and sure, they're like a little bit unpredictable right now, but something tells me that
they can score goals. Like they it's massive confidence boost for any team who's scoring 4, 5, 6 goals in a game, right? That means they're capable of doing that. They're capable of putting chances into the back of the net. So I think based on that, Cole Palmer being there, one of the crucial players, I think he should be getting a lot of assists, or just in general goal involvement, really.
Okay.
I like their kind of football, you know. It's I like teams that can concede goals and then go and punch you up 3 or 4 goals as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not about locking down and having just a solid defense. It's about outscoring your opponent. I feel what you're saying, but let's consult Pav.
I'll say what Faz just said, Palmer, but I'll throw Foden and Mo Salah in there as well.
Mo Salah should be up there.
I think Mo Salah's had a couple of assists already.
Yeah.
Foden, I don't know if he's really played. I don't think he's played yet, but he'll get in there. For United, same old, innit? Maybe Bruno. I don't know who else got assists. Maybe Delo might get some assists. Rashford, probably not. Don't really see it with Man United. Like, assists a lot. Bruno will probably be the only one, to be fair.
Yeah. I have to agree with Pav on Mo Salah. That's the player that I have written down for Premier League. So big up to you, Pav, for that. We're on the same wavelength. Okay, all right. Now, Golden Glove. Faz, what do you say?
This is interesting. I think it's Liverpool goalkeeper. So far, they've not conceded any goal yet. Obviously, based on that, I think I'm gonna go with Liverpool's goalkeeper. You know, I think that's the only person I can think of so far, because they've just not conceded any goals. Alisson. I think they've got a good season pending. You know, they've got a good season pending. He's at the right age for a keeper. He's he looks good. They're playing very good football, so it makes sense. Again, you know, a credible mention to Arsenal's keeper as well. I like him a lot. You know, I like him a lot. But the reason why I didn't say Man City is because all of their games, they have been, you know, conceding. Even though they're winning the games, Edison's still, you know, conceding 1 goal here, 1 goal there. So yeah, for me, it's gonna be Liverpool, really.
100%. It can't be Man City, but I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna have to go with what's his name? David Raya. I have to go with David Raya.
If they keep a lot of clean sheets, the reason why I say they're not going to keep a lot of clean sheets, they've already been riddled with injuries.
They have been, but like, listen, they had the strongest defense last season.
That was last.
Yeah. You don't just lose like they have Calafiori is injured, right? But
Timber's
Saliba,
injured.
Timber was not really used a lot last season.
But
Saliba
he
and
is this season. He was
no,
supposed to be used this season.
yeah, but they still got by with the occasional Zinchenko, Keon left back.
And exactly they did, and even you say they got by, right?
Yeah,
Um,
they got by to being the best in the league defense wise.
yeah, they
That's
conceded the least amount of goals. Yeah,
yeah.
last
So
season.
why can't they do it again? That's still very, very much like Declan Rice just has that
No,
red
it's
card. He'll
Arsenal.
come
They don't
back.
do good things twice. They don't do good things twice. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about Arsenal this season. I don't think they do the same thing last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All
I
right.
think
Well,
it's Liverpool season. But I might be proven wrong. Let's see.
clearly Golden Glove won't go to Onana, so we'll move on to the
Nah,
next
it's
one.
not happening. Never. He's never gonna get a Golden Glove. He's never going to get a Golden Glove. He's never going
Never,
to.
ever.
Never. No, never. He's too bottom heavy to get Golden Glove.
You guys hear this?
I mean,
He's
he's
not
not
wrong.
wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's
I would-
never going to get a Golden Glove. Never.
This man commits criminal activity when he's on the pitch. That's what he does. I told you before, he stands there, yeah? While you're watching the screen, watching the other players at the other end of the pitch, my man's sitting there and smoking a spliff, bro. And when the ball, and when the camera pans back to him, yeah. This man's high, bro. This guy don't know where to be on his line. He doesn't know how to save a ball. Yeah,
Let me
he's
tell you, yeah,
standing in some mad
you can
positions.
let me tell you, you can ask any footballer in any club at any level, they would rather have a keeper that could save a shot than a keeper that can pass the ball. I freaking promise you.
We
I
had that.
promise you.
We had
Do you
that.
know how
We had
good
a
it
shot stopper.
feels? Do you know how good it feels, yeah, when you guys have made a mistake, when 10 players have made a mistake, but one man just saves you? Just he does something and save you. And I just have to refer to freaking Arsenal. No, Arsenal game, Manchester United. Was it 98, 99? Schmeichel. Who was taking the penalty for Arsenal? Bergkamp.
Yeah.
If he doesn't save that penalty, we don't win the treble.
Yeah.
So it's like you need a keeper that can make a save. That's like you said, that is your job. Haaland's job is to score goals, keeper's job to save goals. So Onana is never. I've been saying this from the season we signed him, right? I said that I said he's too heavy to be a goalkeeper who stops shots. He's too bulky.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, yeah, this whole playing out the back thing is so overrated. We sat it, like a lot of people sat it saying that this is how Ten Hag wants to play. How many times do we actually play out from the back properly without being constantly pressed? That we end up just booting the ball long or out of play anyway. In the year that we've had him last year, we did that. This season we're doing that already. And half the time when this man's booting the ball, it goes nowhere. Either out for a throw-in or straight to the opposition keeper.
And
so what was the point in getting him?
Right? When we bought De Gea, there was another keeper as well, and De Gea was awful when he came in. They didn't like him, blah blah blah. But De Gea, locked in, and he decided to turn his career around and became the player that he became, an absolute legend.
He was young as well when he come to us, but Onana's not young. Onana's should be in his prime.
Yeah, that's the point. He was younger when we bought him, whereas Onana is not the case. You can't really be having patience for a man that's that old.
He's supposed to be a finished product and not an improving product right now. Okay, all right. So we agree on that one. Whatever. Okay, Onana will never be Golden Glove winner at Man United. The rest, everybody else has said that here. We have that receipt. Yeah, we'll come back to it maybe next year. Onana might win it. But anyway, listen. Who is going to be the player of the year? Not best signing, but player of the year. Let's start with the
Premier League player of the year.
Premier League player of the year. Then we'll come to Man United's player of the year. Manj, do you want to lead on that one?
I'm going to go with obvious one. Erling Haaland. I think he's going to be top goal scorer. He'll do very well. How many goals? What's the goal scoring record in the Premier League?
His goal scoring record right now?
Yeah. How many goals did he score last season?
Oh, last season was what? 20. Hold on, let me just double check. I don't want to say a stats that. Yeah, something like what? 27 goals last season.
I reckon they will beat that easily. Very easily.
So
35 or something.
That'll be by a lot. Pav, who are you going with?
Who just won it this year, Gun?
Hmm?
Who won it this year, Gun? The season gone. Who won that one? Was it Haaland?
Yeah. It was Haaland. And Cole Palmer was second with 22.
It all depends who wins the league, though, innit? If City win the league again, it'll probably be him, Haaland, or if Foden gets a lot of assists and goals, him. But I don't know. I'll just say Haaland then, because if they win the league, it is what it is. But if Palmer does what he done last year, then I'd go for Palmer.
I don't think Palmer is gonna have the same season, guys. Maresca is different from Poch, but anyway, I am gonna go with Premier League Player of the Year is going to be Kai Havertz.
Yo, what the man?
Didn't be yourself, man.
Man,
What's
this
wrong
guy
with you, man?
freaking plot, bro.
What's wrong
Get
with
the
you?
hell out of here, man.
Hey,
Must have
there's something wrong with you, bro. Are you still drunk?
Okay. Nah, I just wanted to rattle you guys. No. Okay, honestly speaking, Mo Salah, because like I feel like, as I said, with most assists as well, like he's gonna be like, and it's his last contract year, he's gonna be really, really turning up, and he knows these keys are breathing down his neck as well. So
you saying Liverpool going to win the league then by saying that?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying Mo Salah is gonna be the standout Premier League Player of the Year. What is Faz's opinion?
Okay, so number one, I think it's too easy to just say Manchester City Haaland. For me, Player of the Season this season, I'm looking forward to obviously Cole Palmer. I'm looking very closely at Virgil van Dijk. I'm looking very closely at Isak as well.
If he can stay fit. Yeah.
If he can stay fit. I mean, now that is a freaking striker, man. That is a freaking player that is just enjoyable to watch. Mm-hmm. You're here to enjoy, to watch football and be like, wow, how did he do that? Mm-hmm. And Isak is that type of player, man. He's so class. I think for me, another player that I really want to big up, and a lot of people don't big him up, is Jota. He's playing centrally this season. I want to see how he does. I don't think he's going to get player of the season. I don't think that's the level, but he should be mentioned in there for what he brings. I've been on this train for Son for years and years and years, but I don't think it's going to happen. So going down the list is just, it doesn't look good. Defenders wise, I think it's really going to come down to Van Dijk and Saliba. I really want to see the battle of the defenders this season. And I think Van Dijk might just have a class season, and Liverpool might do some surprising things. Gundogan, someone mentioned in the chat as well. I mean, it's just almost things like this is almost written, won trophies with your club, left the club, came back and became player of the season again. Stuff like this is just, you see it coming. So I won't be surprised if it's Gundo as well. Bernardo Silva he's a huge mention. But I think it's, for me, I'm gonna go a bit different and unique and say Van Dijk.
Yeah, that's nice that you're mentioning defenders too, because everybody's just looking at the forwards and thinking about. Yeah. All right. So lead us fast on that one. We'll go to Man United's Player of the Season. What is?
God damn it, man! Come on,
hold on.
There's only one.
Don't say
it's only one.
Again. Wait! I'm getting the drum roll ready.
Dallo. Again, player of the season, Dallo.
That's
Point blank period. The best player in Manchester United at the moment is Diogo Dallo.
Anybody disagree with that?
Dallo owes me at
me.
least 25% of his salary. He owes me bread. That guy owes me bread.
Did we even have Player of the Year awards at United last season? Or did they scrap it? Because I know they scrapped it 1 year. For me, I told you, I'm not Player FC and I'm not Manager FC. If these players don't perform, no one gets an award. I don't care about
this funny story, yeah? A friend of mine, a Portuguese friend of mine, used to play in an academy in Portugal. And this is before I started bigging Dallo up. And I remember he watches some of my content and he said, Faz, I played against Dallo in the under-19s when he played for Porto under-19s. And back then, this guy used to be hailed as the next big thing in football. Like he was going to be unreal. It's like everybody knew that he was just going to be a Premier League caliber player since then. And then I started adding 2 + 2 years. Like Mourinho said it as well. He's one of the best fullbacks in Europe, according to Mourinho. So then, I started watching his performances. People criticized him, but then I started noticing how he plays and etc. etc. This guy is truly an exceptional player that we have in our hands. An exceptional player. If he played exactly how he played in Real Madrid, he would be upwards of 80 million pounds. 90 million pounds. If he played exactly how he played in a team that was winning, he would be silly, ridiculous money. And he's the best player in Manchester United, without shadow of a doubt. There's everything he does so well. He protects the ball so well. He moves the ball forwards. He carries it so well. He's got fantastic shooting, crossing with both feet. He does everything. The basics of football, he does so well. So
it's like that with a lot of players. Though. As soon as they leave us, they perform at other clubs. How many players that have left there and gone and won titles or cups elsewhere? Like Dallo is good, but you're right. He doesn't show it a lot. We don't notice it a lot because we play like crap. So
can I say this? It's important to see if players are doing the basics. Are they doing the basics? Cool. Sometimes you're watching football and because your team is performing bad, you notice things more that they're doing wrong rather than you noticing things that they're doing the basics, right? Obviously, watching a lot of football live, you start noticing sometimes there are players on the pitch that don't do a lot. But then if you take that same game and you then sit back and watch it on your TV and just watch that play, you'll see, bro, he's made like 10, 15 passes crisp to someone's feet. Yeah. Just doing the basics is very good. He's carried the ball 10, 20 yards comfortably. He's moved, pressing when the opposition team's pressing. He's shifted the press to a different side to soak up pressure from his team. When the goalkeeper has the ball, what is your fullback doing? Is he giving him an option? These things are basics, but we're not noticing this because we're watching the game as a whole rather than an obviously individual player. I took a lot of time, watching Dallo's games, just watching him, nobody else. And it's very hard just watching a player for not freaking 80 minutes, 70 minutes. But you'll see, when the goalkeeper has the ball, where is he? When he has the ball, how is he carrying it? How many times does he pass forward? How many times he carries? Risks he's taking compared to other players. It's all about just the basics. Yeah. And this guy never hesitates. He doesn't hesitate. You see other players, they hesitate. Maguire, all of these other backline players, they will hesitate. He doesn't hesitate. There is some things that he just needs a bit of tweaking just so that he feels confident in crossing. But boy, if he did that, it'd be class, man. It'd be world class.
I have to disagree with you, Faz. I not on the talent of Dallo, but on the fact that he'll be the player of the season, because this is why. Like, he's put on left back right now. Mazraoui, the way he's playing that position, I don't think like Ten Hag is gonna just put Mazraoui to the side and say, Dallo, go in there. Because the moment Luke Shaw comes back, or the day Luke Shaw comes back, or the day Malacia comes back, like we're gonna see Luke Shaw take that left back position, and then it's gonna be Mazraoui and Luke Shaw as our fullback. Because, like, I'm not saying like Dallo is not good, but he's gonna have a limited impact because of the manager selection. That's what I
don't see Luke Shaw getting this left back position.
Really?
Who said it the other day that they'll be using him more like centre back, where he hasn't got to run up and down. I think if Malacia comes back, he's probably got more of a chance playing more than Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw has missed too much
Too many
football.
centre backs to be putting.
No,
Luke
but
Shaw.
Luke has missed too much football. Way too much football. He's missed too much football for him to be just starting anyhow. It's too much football. I'll start writing.
We'll see. We'll be there. We'll be there. But it all depends on how the manager uses him. I'm saying that, of course, Dalot is class. We've seen him like go from, like develop ever since he signed for Man United. He went to Serie A, did really good, came back even more of a finished product, and then, he performed. But, I need to see also more shots from him. I need to see him like really, really give us that like, fullback goal every 3, 4, 5 games type of thing, Like we used to have fullbacks that used to take shots, and we don't see that as much at Man United right now. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we've talked about player of the year, player of the season. Let's go to young player of the season. Let's do just Manchester United for this one.
I think it's just simple, isn't it? It's Mino.
Kobe, innit?
It's Mino. There's. I think maybe you'll start seeing a bit of mistakes from Mino, and it may be Toby Collier, but it's between them two, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Ahmad isn't classed as a young player anymore. He wouldn't be, would he?
23 now.
22, 23. Yeah, he won't be. So it's between Ahmad and Toby Collier. Yeah.
No shouts for Garnacho.
Nah.
Yeah, you too.
Kobe be playing more games, I think, but I reckon it'll be out of Kobe and Garnacho.
I think it'll be Kobe.
There isn't a big pool of players to choose from. So.
Yeah,
I think it'll be Kobe because it's English media. You know how they do, and it's like a Rashford thing when he started. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kobe easily.
Okay. All right. It's unanimous, more or less, on that one. Even the chat, Vegeta says Kobe, but Ten Hag needs to fix the midfield in a good midfield Mano, in my opinion. Yeah, there's guys, if you're just joining in, kindly hit the like button. We have Manj, we have Pav, we have Planet Faz in the building, and we're talking about our updated predictions for this year. So, and join in the conversation in the chat as well. Okay, let's go to manager of the season.
Okay.
Pav, please lead the way on this one.
Well, it won't be Mr. Boyle-Digg, that's for sure.
I don't like how you discredit this, how you describe him all the time, Pav.
Mate, it is what it is.
Okay.
It's obviously going to be whoever wins the league. Who got it last year? Was it Pep or was it Arteta?
I think they gave it. Didn't they give it to Arteta? Let me just double check.
It should be whoever wins the league anyway.
Yeah, it was Pep.
Again, it will be whoever wins the league. So if it's Pep, it will be him. It won't be Arteta because they'll bottle it. And if somehow Mr. Snot gets the trophy with Liverpool, it will go to him. So let's just say Pep for now.
Pep. Who are you saying? Faz. Let's go with Faz, and then we'll go to Munch.
I'm keeping a very close eye on Ange Postecoglou. I want to see what he can do. He's not had a good start to the season, but I like him as a manager. I want to see what he does with that team.
You don't think his tactics have been found out?
Well, if his tactics have been found out, what's happened to eriktenhag's tactics? What have they done?
Oh.
Well, those two events can also happen at the same time. Like, not found out Ten Hag, right? But
they must have dissected eriktenhag's tactics, innit? I think Ange is a one to look forward to. I think Unai Emery.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see what I think Arnie. I don't want to say Arnie Slot because at the moment I'm not fucking with people from Netherlands. I've got beef with the Netherlands.
I'm starting
war with the Netherlands, man. I'm sorry.
So I have to sin bin you for disrespecting the people from the Netherlands fast. Come on, man. Nah. You can do better. No, okay.
No, man, I got beef with them. They
Why?
in my chat back in Netherlands football. I'm like, bro, go watch ESPN, bro.
Do you know how mad it is when one man can make you hate a whole nation?
Yeah, bro. I freaking dislike not one man, two, bro. Antony, don't forget his stepson.
Oh, yeah.
No, Antony is Brazilian, but yeah, I get the point.
Yeah, but he's Dutch footballer made his name in the Netherlands. But yeah, bro, I can't say Arnie Slot, man. I'm going against my principles at the moment. So it's Unai. I want to say actually Unai.
All right. Manj, who are you saying, bro?
Manager of the season. It pains me to say it, but I want to go with Arnie Slot because he's an unknown manager, unknown quantity. The opposition don't know his tactics so far, but the system out later on in the season. But yeah, I'm going to go for Arnie Slot as manager of the season.
I have to stand with Vegeta and say if Aston Villa win some silverware, like finally people will acknowledge Unai Emery. So I'm gonna go with Unai Emery for me. But we all know that Pep Guardiola will probably win it again after winning the league. He's had a great start already, and usually
When he does win it, finally he can bore off, man, so the league can actually be competitive again.
Right.
Yeah.
He's making it too much of a farmers league, in my opinion. Anyway. Disappointment of the season. Let's do
Easy.
player and club. Go ahead. You go ahead, man.
Disappointment of the season. I don't care what the chat says. Eriktenhag and Bruno
Manager
Fernandes.
or player?
Player and
Both.
club.
Both.
Yeah, don't leave manager out. We already talked managers, but a player who's gonna be a big disappointment outside Man United and in Man United.
Outside of Man United. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I jumped the gun a bit too far.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for player. I'm going to go with Raheem Sterling at Arsenal. I don't think he's going to be that good. And for United, disappointment. All he does is run around, running laps and make excuses. Bruno Fernandes.
Okay. All right. And then the club that's disappointing for you will be
Disappointing us right now, isn't it? Man United.
Man United. All right. Sure. What about you, Pav? What about Pav?
Come back to me. I'm still thinking.
All right. Let's go to Faz then.
Disappointing player of the season is gonna be João Felix.
Oh, okay.
Because I had a lot of expectation from him, and I don't think I've seen enough for him to live up to that expectation. And the expectation is extremely high. I'm talking like one of the best players about, and it's weird because João is so young. What is he, 24? But it feels like I've seen him play football for 10 years. Do you know what I'm saying? He looks like a 45-year-old. The guy don't smile. He's unhappy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. João Felix, I think, is going to be a big disappointment.
Yeah.
I hope I'm proven wrong. I really, really hope I'm proven wrong. Club-wise, I think disappointment it's going to be Arsenal, bro. It's going to be Arsenal. I think Arsenal, they're going to get punched in the throat this season.
What about disappointing Man United player?
I'll come to that. The reason why I say Arsenal is because they didn't get a striker, so they're going to suffer. They are going to suffer, and there's going to be problems later on in the season. Manchester United player for disappointment. Oh my God, Martinez.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Martinez. It's gonna be some issues creeping up. At the moment, I don't have a big issue with him, but I have a feeling that injury took it out of him. That injury messed him up. He's not the same. It's just I hope again I'm proven wrong, but something, these centre backs. You look at the other centre backs in the league, and then we've got this centre back 1v1. He's just sometimes he looks a bit shaky. So I hope I'm wrong.
What do you feel about Xerxes first?
I don't rate these strikers. I don't rate any of our strikers. They've not done nothing for me to rate them. I've not seen them one full season play in a Premier League.
Yeah, well,
Or-
give an opinion like you gave an opinion about Haaland. Is Xerxes your cup of tea or not?
Not enough data for me to say.
Well,
Not
you
enough data.
made that statement about Haaland before he had data in the Premier League. So, like, what is
True. It's true because I actually watched him a lot more before he came to Premier League. It's true. There's things about Xerxes that I like, but I'll tell you what, I do not like a striker that can't jump in the air. First and foremost, if you can't jump, I'm sorry, that's already like minus loads of points.
Didn't he
Same with
score a header
Rasmus.
a few days ago?
Nah, his aerial ability is not like some of these other strikers in the Premier League. It's not. It is not. Why are we not looking dangerous in crosses and corner kicks? I mean, our delivery is poor, of course, but I think there's some aspects of Rasmus I like more than I like Xerxes. It's weird. Like Rasmus has that, crash in the box, run until you get there, and them far post, just tap it in. Those kind of striker kind of vibes where he just runs like crazy and eventually he'll get there. Whereas Xerxes, he's got good finishing. He's got decent finishing. It's just I want to see how he is in like 1v2 situations. I've seen goals from Rasmus, for example, where he's taken the ball, carried it to the edge of the box, and scored it himself with his weaker foot, if I'm not mistaken. I've not seen that from Xerxes yet. I've seen Rasmus carry the ball from halfway and blast off, back line and go and score. I need to see what he can do more. Xerxes doesn't need to jump. He's 6'4". Trust me, he does. When you have massive centre backs, strong centre backs, you need to be able to jump.
Yeah.
Really, because some of these guys will terrorize you in the box, and you won't. You feel like you won't need to jump, but they're so physical, so physical.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to create space between you and the centre backs. And can Xerxes do that? Is the biggest question.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. You can give Rasmus Haaland an unclean cross and he'll make something of it.
He'll make something, yeah.
Yeah, but Xerxes feels like it has to be a pinpoint, like proper, like cross straight to him, and he doesn't have to duel too much with the center back. He gives that vibe, right? But I'm not sure about him. I feel like he's gonna be more of a assister than scorer. Pav, have you been pondering, bro? Let us know where you at.
I've come down to 3 players. So let's start with number 1. Mr. Enzo Fernandez, most expensive midfielder in the Premier League. Chelsea fans defend him like the way some of the United fans defend Ten Hag. This guy has been trash since he's been here. For the price tag he's come in, has not done it. I don't think he's that good in this league anyway. I don't think he suits this league. Don't know if he's going to change at all. So he'll be one. The second one would be Evan Ferguson for Brighton. At this point, I thought this kid would have blown up by now. Injuries have obviously hit him, but it's like he's fallen off now. I don't see him really playing anymore. And when he does, he hasn't scored goals. And the third one, who was it? I forgot the third one.
Oh, the third player, because you were thinking.
Yeah, I had a third player, but it's lost out of my mind. So we'll move on to the club, and the club would be Arsenal again. Being the bridesmaids to Man City as usual. The way that their fans go on and on, they got the best team in the world. Yeah, you get knocked out of the UCL.
Bridesmaids, bro.
They are. They're Man City's bridesmaids. Like, bro, the way that they talk, and then you get knocked out in the UCL, just like you used to do under Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
You come that close again in the Premier League, just like you used to when we used to win the league, and you get nothing. But your manager's the greatest manager since like Alex Ferguson. The way that they talk.
Sure.
Yeah. So it'll be Arsenal.
Okay. For me, I have to go with Nkunku as the disappointment of the season. I feel like he's like they just, first of all, he's a player that probably will get injured again. Like, he's one of those guys. He's like the Martial of Chelsea. That's Christopher Nkunku for you. Disappointing club will be Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle will again, like not live up to what they are trying to be as a club, the ambitions that they have, and the money that they have. Disappointing Man United player. Mark, I know, is in the chat. He's gonna hate me for this one, but it has to be left foot Larry. It has to be Antony. that's
He don't even play, bro.
Yeah. But okay. Well, it's either him or Mason Mount. Like I both of them.
Mount never plays, isn't it? So
right.
He's already disappointed.
so yeah, that's where I'm at with those ones. Anyway. All right, let's keep the conversation moving and go to quickly best signing. Best signing for Man United. Who will be the best signing for Man United that we've acquired this season? Faz, do you want to lead the way on that one?
Mazraoui.
Nice.
Mazraoui, I think so far, he just looks top class. I like him a lot. Yeah. It gives me a lot of comfort when I watch him play. It's important when a player receives the ball, you feel peaceful, like you don't feel like on edge. He's gonna lose it. But he looks good for me. He looks good.
Okay,
really good.
And then for the ops,
I think Solanke for Spurs.
That's who my other player was going to be. The three, Solanke, who I said is going to be a disappointment.
Okay. And Faz was on the other side disagreeing with you. Okay, why do Solanke for Spurs? Is because you trust Ange Postecoglou ball? Or
yeah, something about him.
Yeah.
It's the system that they play and the players that they have available to them. Again, players can play numerous different positions. You never see them as just one position player, but because they have so many other players in the front line that can play left, right, middle, blah blah blah. You just have Solanke who plays that central role, and you have other players working around him that can create things. I think that will be really good for him. Really, really good for him. And I'm interested to see if he can go to the next step now, because even though it's Spurs and you don't expect a lot from them, I'm still gonna say, what's he gonna be like? The other one actually is you have to make a big fuss about is Raheem Sterling. Again, a player that I absolutely love. I actually love Raheem Sterling, man. He's so disrespected. These older guys these Barclays men. You've been seeing Barclays men. These guys, they're veterans of Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Veterans. They've God knows how many players they have freaking cooked in their life. And they disrespect him. So
I mean, he has the ability to win penalties, and that's a very underrated.
You know how important that is. Like it was so important when Martial was winning penalties for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So important. So
yeah. It could be one of those like what do you call, like wild cards that, like, when things are not even. I mean, even right now they have a situation. Odegaard is injured, and now probably they're gonna have to drop Havertz into the Odegaard role, and then maybe Sterling will be like the false nine. I don't even know what Arteta is gonna do with this injury crisis that he's facing. But all right, good shouts there. Let's go to Pav. Pav, what are you saying about best signing, Man United and for the ops?
See, I wanted to be De Ligt in it because I wanted that guy from when I saw him playing for Ajax in them UCL games. I literally wanted him then, but we ended up with Maguire. But he's here now. But the only issue I have is that everything in front of him, it's not good. We're like really leaky at the back, so I don't see us him keeping any clean sheets, especially with Matey Boy in the back as well. But if it's possible, De Ligt. I'd hope he'd be the signing of the season for us, hopefully. And then what was the other one for the ops as well?
For the ops, yes.
What, the signing of the season for the ops?
Yeah.
Can I just say, let's keep an eye on Todibo as well.
Ooh.
Let's keep an eye on him.
Has he even played for West Ham yet? I swear he's been on the bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's keep an eye on him. Let's keep an eye on him. See what he's about. Because all of this hype and blah, 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 and all of this yappa, let's see what he's about.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be a player to watch for sure. Manj, where you at?
Maserati. I think it's a good signing. He's a
Yeah.
bit of a S house, which is what United need.
Yeah.
And for me, the ops, disrespected player, man, at a club. Went on loan. He's currently on loan at Chelsea. 25 mil is a steal. And I think for me, it's going to be Jadon Sancho. He's going to make all the haters cry this season.
Man, Sin did much for that one. Like, why are you? This guy doesn't love us, bro. Like, why are you gonna do that? Nah. You and Omo. Somebody please put Omo in timeout. I had Jadon Sancho up because, like, I thought that was the name that we should have mentioned for disappointment of the season. But so for me, my for the ops, it's gonna be Fulkrug. I feel like Fulkrug is going to come in and people are not ready because, like, right now the manager has not been starting him. But the moment he actually gets in the groove, he will be underrated or like overlooked signing, and he's going to have a big impact for West Ham. For Manchester United, I have to agree with Manj and say Mazraoui. I think Mazraoui is going to be really immense for us. That is why I feel like he might even put Dallo on the bench. All right. Flop signing. We should have just kept Jadon Sancho up. Flop signing. Jadon Sancho. That's my choice for the ops. For Man United. Xerxes? I feel like sexy. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm not gonna explain why. There's just something that maybe he won't be like a flop, but like he's not gonna be have a very big impact. That's just my 2 cents. Want to keep it short and sweet.
For the ops, yeah, I reckon it could be that kid, that geezer who joined City, that Savino, is that his name?
Savio.
Savio.
Savio, yeah,
You're
Savio.
crazy. That guy is silly, bro. That guy
You
is
reckon?
silly.
He smokes players for fun.
He's a sick individual. That guy, he's sick. That's not normal what he can do. He's sick. I absolutely totally disagree.
No, not like what's it called? I said a signing of the season could be him for City.
I thought you said flop.
We're on
No,
flop.
not a flop, not a flop. I meant signing for the ops.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
One flops now. Lead the way, Pav, on that one. I mentioned my 2 flops. Who do you think is going to be on that one?
The flops, as I said before, like the disappointment stuff would have been Solanke.
Yeah. Okay.
He would be one of them. I don't know who else. The signings that, let's say, do you know what? I'm just going to say his name. Sancho, isn't it? A flop.
Okay, Sancho. But for Man United, though, who's going to be
for Man United? What out of the signings that we got in?
Yeah.
Well, if Ten Hag's managing them, probably all of them. It is what it is. How can they improve if this guy is going to do what he keeps doing? They're all going to end up being flops.
Oh.
Just like all the other signings that he's brought in. Because they're all going to be a flop to me if we don't win a league title or a UCL.
Part of the objectives for this show is that at the end of the season, we're going to review it and say, laugh at, like, the choices, the players that we mentioned, but give me a name. You can't say all of them.
Yeah, put all of them down. That's all of them. Just put all of them. They're all going to be flops. If we don't do nothing this season, then they're all going to be flops.
Too negative. All right. Manj, what are you saying? What's your answer?
For the flop players, I'm going to go with Marino for Arsenal.
I was going to say
he's going to be a flop. Okay. And for United, has got a point. All of them.
You must sit with these guys for a second. Pav, I need names. I don't need to hear all of them. Like, who's going to be the flop for Ops and then for Man United?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Pav. Lewis Hall, Newcastle.
Okay.
And flop, yeah. in terms of signing, it has to be Xerxes, innit?
Okay. Xerxes, I think I mentioned Xerxes too. So we have the receipt. If Xerxes proves us wrong, we're gonna have to hold it. Ikareng says De Ligt, he is already getting killed by the media. All right. Let's go to who will be the first manager sacked, Faz? I know Pav's answer. I know Manja's answer already.
God damn.
Who will be the first manager to get sacked this season? In the chat, please, as well. Put in your manager to get sacked first.
It's very easy now to just go and say, oh, it's going to be eriktenhag, he's going to get sacked. But if you actually think about it, let me think, man. Let me think. Gary O'Neill?
Gary O'Neill. Why would what would this board say? His board second, like on one basis, like
I don't know, bro. I just don't think he's a good manager.
What about McKenna? You think McKenna is gonna survive?
No, McKenna's good. He's Gucci. He's good.
What about Brighton manager? Who's that? I think that's his name.
Nah, I think he's good.
The 31-year-old, like he's really young, you know.
Nah, I think he's good. It could also be it could also be that guy from Palace, Oliver Glasner.
Glasner is he's got his players, you know, like they believed in him last season quite a lot, and I think like
believe don't always cook, innit? You can believe you're gonna cook good food, but if you can't cook it, then it's not gonna work, is it?
But you know, let's not forget now he's lost Olise. You know, like he's kind of like.
And Postecoglou lost Harry Kane when he first came in. So
okay, all right. Glass now, Pav. I know your answer, Manj. I know your answer already.
Actually, you're wrong.
Oh, we're different.
That's what I said. That's what I said. The ginger Steve Austin, Sean Dyche.
Okay.
Ten Hag, hopefully.
All right, Enzo. Nobody's mentioning Enzo Maresca except Kenny Fen TV. Okay.
Well, can they even afford to keep sacking managers? Can they afford to? They're literally paying off how many managers now? They've had so many managers in 2 years.
Graham Potter is still receiving checks till today.
Yeah, man, they've got way too much money to pay off these managers. I think they'll give that Maresca more time than anything now that they're having a civil war between themselves. So he's probably safe. He's probably laughing that he knows that he's not going to get sacked for a while.
Okay, Manj, what were you gonna say?
Steve Cooper, Leicester City.
Oh, nobody.
That's my pick.
That one actually. Okay. All right. A fun little one that I just thought of. I was like, who's gonna get the most red cards from Man United? And I feel like Ugarte is up there, but you guys agree or disagree?
Yeah, I think so. Between Ugarte and Casemiro, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Okay, Cas.
Please, Ugarte, prove us wrong.
I didn't get many red cards last year, though. It was the season before, wasn't it?
It was the season before.
Did he even get red carded last year, Casemiro? I don't think he did.
Season before. Yeah.
The season before, the refs were just taking a piss then. Man got sent off for cuddling someone, the Palace geezer. Know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, maybe a guy from the videos I've seen. Like this man's vicious, bro. It could be him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as we're going towards the conclusion, let's just quickly talk about just the two other leagues that I like to keep an eye on: Serie A and La Liga. Who will be the champions? Let's just mention those two accolades, and then as well, Serie A champions. Who was gonna win the Serie A? Napoli won it last season. Take a stab at it, Faz.
Season before.
They won a season before. Last season they came 10th, is it?
Oh yeah. That was a season before. That is true.
Inter won it last year.
I think it's gonna be between. Inter and Napoli again, but I want to say Napoli because they have Scott McTominay.
Talk about
Scott
signing.
McTominay wins the Serie A, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, at this point, yeah, Bear Man owe me money, bro. Just
Really?
bare Man United players owe me money. Scott McTominay will end up owing me 25%. Dallo owes me 25%. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he does well, then yeah, I think it's gonna be Napoli. But Inter obviously is a huge shout as well. Huge shout. You can't disrespect Inter at all.
With Lukaku though, isn't Lukaku there now?
In Napoli, isn't he?
He's in Napoli.
Oh, he's in Napoli. He replaced Osimhen. Okay.
So it will be, go on.
Oh,
And I think Serie A, it's not Serie A, sorry. What do you call it? La Liga.
Yeah.
Listen, last season, Real Madrid obviously won the league in La Liga, 10 points clear, right? Girona did a madness as well last season that nobody expected. But I'm going to put it out there, yeah? This is the last dance. He's got to go Terminator mode this season. Diego Simeone. He's got to go crack cocaine Terminator this season. Real Madrid are not at the level that they should be. They've not come out firing this season yet. It's still very early, but this is when you need to, start going guns blazing. These games when Real Madrid are looking like a bit off, you need to close in on the top spot. I think the points gap between Atletico and Real is 0 anyways. There's no points gap, but it's between them and Barca are the ones to beat really. So I would say Atletico Madrid. I want to have hope for them.
Has Barca cooking though? They won 7, but they scored 7. I think it was 7-0 the other day. Like they already beat Rayo. I mean Valencia. They've beat.
Yeah, Flick is flicking, inflicting venom onto the league, man. He's flicking venom, bro.
Yeah, I thought Manj is the only one with the bad puns, but Faz is also there.
Hansi Flick.
Manj, what are you saying, bro?
Serie A, I want to go with Inter. I think Lukaku's going to have a Timberland boots on again and miss bare chances. I think for me, it's a close one for La Liga because I don't think Madrid are all that. I think you need another striker, like a Haaland or something, to get them really complete. But because of the experience of winning it last season, I want to go with Madrid. It's the obvious choice, but it's the right choice for me.
I have a feeling Madrid are not going to click the way people are expecting them because of like an imbalance in the team, in the team dynamics. There's something about it. Like somebody has to go for them to really like everybody know that role. Everybody. Didn't you see the other day when Rodrigo posted a picture of him with Bellingham and Mbappe and somebody else who I'm forgetting. And then like a few minutes actually prior to that, it was Vinicius who like there's a little bit of like a power struggle going on that's even spilling off onto social media, and it's just like indicative of like the team is not settled. And I feel like Real Madrid are not going to do as well as they did last season. That is just a gut feeling. And Faz was onto something about Atletico Madrid. This could be their season. They got Julian Alvarez in there, and once like they start cooking, people will smell the food. Did Pav go on this one? Yeah, I think you did, right?
Nah, not yet, man.
Okay. You wanna?
The Serie A one, I still think it'll be Inter. Their squad is pretty solid in that league.
Yeah,
like they're defensively good. I watched a couple of games of theirs already, but they're all right. They got obviously Lautaro Martinez and Thuram up top, but that Thuram ain't that good. He's like a really hit and miss player. But the other teams, like Juve's coming back as well. They're doing okay, but I don't think they'll win the league. They'll fall off towards the end. And obviously you got your AC Milan's, Napoli. They ain't going to be doing nothing. I think Conte will be gone by the end of the season as well. I think they'll get rid of that guy.
Wow.
Jeez,
Them bringing Lukaku, at this point again, like I don't get it. This guy's got to be the biggest football whore going in world football. from like the amount of clubs that this guy's gone through. I think he's outdone Anelka as well.
Jeez.
But
Yeah.
Napoli ain't doing nothing. And they let matey boy go to Galatasaray as well. Imagine that, and letting a striker of his caliber to go Galatasaray because he didn't get a move. Should have kept him, and he would have got you goals still. And then for the La Liga, I agree with Faz. Atletico Madrid need to rise. Like Real Madrid this season, you always knew with Mbappe going there was going to be that front line ain't balanced. You can't have Mbappe, Vini, and Rodrigo up front. It makes no sense. Hence, if Man United get their finances in order, go put a 200 mil bid in for Vini next year. I don't care. But yeah, Real Madrid will probably finish second or third. It'll be Barca or Atletico.
Yeah. It's Atletico Madrid's year. Stephanie Nagelsmann, I think he's still coaching the German national team, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, the last question of the day, and we're also like finally joined by men like Kenny as well for this part of the.
Yo.
Yeah. You gotta fix the audio, Kenny. Who will win Europa League and the Champions League? Let's start with the Champions League because it's the bigger one, and we'll end with the Europa League because we're in it. Manj.
Champions League, it's a bit difficult because it's a different format.
Yeah.
And you see like the big blockbuster games in the group stages now rather than the knockouts. Like Madrid, Liverpool, whatever. I think it's going to be. It's difficult. Can you come back to me on that one? Let me think about it.
All right. Pav, Champions League winner for you.
I be honest, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I'll go with the usual. Somehow Madrid win it again because they're Madrid, or Bayern Munich. Same two teams as normal. Either one of them two. I always go for them two every year.
Oh my goodness!
Is my
I can't
audio
see
too
City
bad?
doing it.
Oh, Kenny, these ambulances is really bad. It's too much, brother. I'm
They need
sorry.
an ambulance. They need an ambulance, but not for you. It's for Kenny, bruv.
Somebody
Make
take
some
out.
notes.
Put
They're
Kenny's
probably
back, take it to the
transporting Luke Shaw innit, to a new
Right.
hospital.
In it.
Yeah. Okay. Fast. What are you saying? Who's
Champions
winning the
League.
Champions
I
League?
think the final between Bayern and Barca.
Ooh.
Bayern
Vincent
and Barca.
Company is gonna take. Really?
I hope so. Just sheer quality of players.
And then
Sheer quality of players. It's just unreal. The players that they have, unreal. I can't think of anybody else in the Champions League with.
Just the question: how far do you lot reckon Leverkusen can get in the UCL?
Knockouts.
It's a good question. Yeah,
I reckon the semis. You know,
good question.
they could go semis.
they ain't really lost any players, have they? They've pretty much kept their squad.
They are well-oiled machine, bro. Everybody knows that role. Like this team is underrated. The moment they start, the last season they got into this place where like the momentum they were winning games before kickoff, and that teams that do that and they just scare you as you're coming down the tunnel. You know you're gonna lose it. And also they got into a phase where they just score late goals as well. They don't panic when they're a goal down or 2 goals down. So this Leverkusen team has that's a product of a team mentality that has grown. It's not just the individual mentality of the players. So they're really, really big juggernaut. And I think they will go to the final. I don't know if they'll win it, but I have a feeling they'll go all the way to the final. So my final will be Bayer Leverkusen, maybe versus like another left field team, like, I don't know, PSG or something,
I think Barcelona will go to the final, and Europa League, I think it's going to, I want to say Manchester United, but with this manager, I don't even know if you're going to get past the group stage. I think Europa League, you have to mention the man that knows how to win these competitions, and he's won all of them, is Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. I think that's the one team that I'm looking at in the Europa League and thinking, right, okay. I think in terms of quality as well, you look at the teams like Spurs is in there. You know, can they do something in there? Can they get to the knockout stages and push further? I think I'm sticking between the Fenerbahce and maybe the Sociedad as well.
Real Sociedad.
Yeah, I don't see this English teams doing well in the Europa League. Also depends. I don't know this new format, who ends up in the Europa League. Like before, you used to end up in the Europa League.
Yeah,
there's no drop downs.
There's no dropping out from Champions.
Right, so there's no drop downs anymore. So for me, I don't see Manchester United winning the Europa League, bro. We don't have a front line to win the Europa League. We don't have a front line quality to win the Europa League. So I think I'm looking at other teams. You know.
All right.
I won't be.
Go ahead.
I'll say Victor Osimhen stays beyond January. Galatasaray could be there. Any Spanish team, because Spanish teams and cups at the minute, they're pretty much wrapping everything up. Man United, again, I'm not going to talk on it because I don't believe in this manager. And I have there's nothing for me to actually base what we're actually going to do this season other than exactly what we did last season.
Yeah.
Without a trophy, probably.
Interesting. Let's hear. Did this guy fix his mic, Kenny? I want you to have your say before the show concludes. I guess not. Yeah. Europa League. I want to say Man United, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I
got mine.
Yeah, Manj, go ahead.
I'm gonna go for Man City in the Champions League. I think they got enough to win it. It depends on who they play in the knockouts. And in the Europa League, I'm gonna go with Athletic Bilbao.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a really fascinating conversation. Honestly, lots of predictions. Some reckless. Some very sensible. Thank you so much, Manj, for joining the party between Faz.
Can you hear me now, though?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back with the mic. Big up, Kenny. Do you want to say your Europa League and Champions League?
I got to go anyways, but thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Faz, what's up? Good. Big up, man.
Yeah,
big up, bro.
Big
I
up.
was in the chat.
Sorry,
yeah.
Big up, Faz. Thank you, legend. Kenny, do you wanna say your predictions real quick, bro?
Yeah, cool. Which one should I start with? Like, it's just the last one.
Champions League. Start with Champions League.
Champions League. I think Madrid. They'll catch on in the Champions League and mess up in the league, but I think Champions League they'll concentrate on that more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about Europa League?
United, innit?
And just like that, the ambulance picked up Kenny for that opinion. Pav, bro, thank you for pulling up. I gotta just say, yeah, no, it was a fun show. I'm so happy that you pulled through, bro.
No, by the way, did you say at the start of the stream that you're back in Ten Hag all the way now?
I'm back in Ten Hag until Christmas, bro. I want to give him 10 games, but like I feel like
10 games ain't Christmas. 10 games in all comps. It's like you're talking October, November.
Premier League games, 10 Premier
Nah,
League
you can't do Premier League. Come on, we can't do this, man.
Oh.
10 games means all comps.
Do you know?
All
Let me tell you
comps.
why. Let me tell you why, Pav. Because like I have no doubt he can win cups, but I need a manager who can show that he's here for the long term for the Premier League. Because league games,
Yeah, but the style of play doesn't matter if you're playing in the cups or the league, bro. You stand by your words and you stand on business. Like whatever you do, you should see the same reflection in every game you play, regardless who's on the pitch.
You're the one when you talked to me about standing on business when Pav, you were saying 10 games before the league started, and then you went to 3 games.
Bro, I told people, what did I tell you though? I said if we get embarrassed by Liverpool, bun all that, bro. That man can do one. and we got embarrassed by Liverpool at home, bro. You can't do that. This is like me. Like, there's no chance that I was gonna like if we like lost 1-0, fair enough, innit?
Sure.
1-0, cool. I could have said, all right, it's 1-0, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But 3-0 at home, bro, when you're in your third season, shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. And this is the same man, yeah, who told us when we got slapped 7-0, and when the whole like obviously media went against him, and then came out and said this will never happen again. We will not get embarrassed by Liverpool again, and then we get embarrassed again. That's what happens. Like, he lies, bro. Like, I've had enough of it. I've honestly have. Like, I can't do it, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna stand. I just need this guy gone. Get me someone who actually stands on business and can improve the team, man. This guy ain't gonna improve nothing, bro.
Man, Pav, you know what?
And we all
We'll see.
listen. Everyone flip flops, innit? Like, opinions change, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and blind. Like, I already said, like, throughout the whole summer, I was like, cool, you're getting your players. I even said, remember when I said, yeah, that Ineos probably won't sack him now because he won that cup, and you had all the fan base writing the club letters and all that. I said they're probably not gonna sack him. And I had the bet with Joe Blackman. And I even in my head, when we won that FA Cup, I knew instantly, right, it's probably going 60-40.
Yeah.
I'm not on the fence. I was eriktenhag out from the second game of last season. The second game, probably before most people. I'm not on the fence. Like I said, if cool, you won the FA Cup, you'll probably get a chance. But if I see nothing's changed, I'll be like calling for his head straight away, and nothing changed. Like, he had the preseason, nothing changed in that preseason. I saw nothing new other than new players, and that was it. The start of the season, nothing new.
Okay, all right. Luen wants eriktenhag to finish his contract and then reassess from there. Let's quickly hear from the new Ronald. Ronald, you missed the show, you and Omo. But where are you in terms of the predictions of Europa League and Champions League? Because this is a prediction stream after all.
Is Barcelona in the Champions League?
Barcelona is winning the Champions League. Did you say?
Yeah, Barcelona in it, so they'll most likely win the Champions League.
And then Europa?
Europa United is not winning it. I don't know who, but United is not winning it.
Okay. All right. What about Ronald? Big up yourself and please tell us.
Yeah, I know I missed the show. I kind of did not see the link in there, but never mind. So yeah, for me, it is going to be United for Europa and Real Madrid for Champions League.
The last part I agree with. Yeah, Real Madrid.
If you don't agree with the first part, I couldn't give two votes. It is what it is, because Pav was Ten Hag out last season. Ten Hag's still here, so it's all opinions at the end of the day.
It is.
I'm not gonna go out and say in a competition where United is, oh, we're not gonna win. Why? You have to be realistic with it. I'm just going with the levels. Like, okay, last season we won something else. This season we're gonna win something else. We might win the same thing, but I want more than last season, not what we did last season.
Okay.
So the next step is Europa, and that's what I'm going to believe in. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I want to win I want to win the Premier League," because I'm not stupid like that. There are people who are stupid like that, but that's them people, not me.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you haven't yet, and you're just joining in the
Are
show,
you not asking predictions for Conference League?
No, nobody cares about that one.
Okay. Sancho's gonna play in that one, no problem.
Nobody cares about the Conference League, bro.
Yo, Conference League, man.
No, I just wanted to
Chelsea,
understand.
who?
Wait. Last season we were not in Champions League, but a lot of people were telling me, look at Champions League because Sancho's playing in it. So look at Conference League now. All that, Sancho's in it, no?
People were actually telling you to look at the Conference League last season, man, bro.
No, people were telling me to look at Champions League because this guy, what's his name? Sancho was in it. He was playing for Dortmund.
But that's a Champions League, bro. They're talking about the Conference League.
Yeah, they were not asking me to
About
watch the
practice?
Champions League. They were asking me to watch Sancho in the Champions League. Kenny, you're not listening.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but there's different type. I mean, like Champions League is obviously, you get good matches there, but the Conference League would be more like
That's the suffering they have to hold because the Sancho FC.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, it's a tough. We'll see. I don't even know which other, like Erikten mentioned it. Which other teams are there in the Conference League that are worth mentioning?
I only know one, Servette, that beat Chelsea.
They're playing Serviette. Serviette is trending.
Anyway.
The average salary of a player in Servette is going to be about £3,500 or £4,500.
You can pay him for. I'm just playing.
You know the amount of salary they get for a month is the amount of fine a Chelsea player pays for being late.
Even more than that. Like Chelsea players, sometimes some fines, like maybe excessive yellow cards. You find that you get fined something to about 30.
There are a few clubs who don't even have a badge in that competition. They don't have a crest, a badge.
Well, can I ask you a question before you end the stream?
Sure, Pav. Let's.
What were you trying to do with them graphs yesterday? I was watching that stream this morning, yeah. What were you doing pulling up graphs from the 90s to compare to this season? Why didn't you pull up a graph for last season when we had a crap start and we ended up finishing 8th? But you put up a stat from the 90s, yeah, where we had a crap start but won the league. So why didn't you put the graph for last season in as well?
I don't know why he did that. That's some concussed stuff you did right there. You deserve everything you got that day. You deserve every single thing.
They rushed me,
You know where we got it. Listen.
And why did it look like you was about 2 buttons away from being like with your chest open, bro, and it was like you were waiting for Dr. NHS to like pull up.
Get out of here,
As in you bring it up 92 and saying some technical, like, bro.
No.
Numbers don't lie. Like, I understand what you're trying to do, but listen, it ain't gonna work.
Sometimes you just gotta stir up the conversation, innit? Like,
listen what happened, Bots. Let me get this for you. Okay. I was watching the stream between Bots and is that Kenny? No, what's his name? Anyway, my name runs away from me. I remember him though. But Bots was on the stream, and then he's the one that started talking about 92. I remember I was like, God damn, Jarvis. The name runs away from me, Jarvis. Between Jarvis and Kenny, I don't know why. Yeah. So yeah, he rolled back the time clock, bro, and went to 92. And I was like, okay, this is a good start, but that was faggy, and I hate it. And I could see in Botswana's mind, Botswana's got an agreeing heart. He's a kind soul, bro. I could see in him, he was really nodding in agreement and loving it. I was like, no, when you're trying to give him a bro, no. Bro, fast forward to yesterday. I see my man posted on the corner dropping chats. I was like, bro, no, oh my God, they're gonna roast you, not here.
No. It's like this. The whole reason was honestly to show that it's still mathematically possible. For the question,
I'm mad.
Finish. Hey! It's not a mad opinion to say like we can still be in top 4 with a bad start. It's just very simple, but obviously.
But I have a question though.
The question was, can United still make it to top 4? And I was like, look at this graph. It shows you can start bad and you'll still end good. You can still end good.
Is Martin Odegaard injured?
Odegaard is injured. Yes.
So if Arsenal do not finish 4th or top 4 or top 3 or top 2 or win the league this season, would it be that Arsenal had the main player or some injuries, or would it be Arteta as a shit coach? Which agenda?
Arteta the shit coach, bro. What is this whole thing about this manager thing? Okay, go on. You asked me, boss. Ask the question.
So
Boss, ask the question.
You don't have to
part
answer.
of the
Thank you so much.
hallmarks of a great manager, is for you to invent and reinvent yourself and use like players in different positions that you have never used before.
Yeah, so essentially what
you
I'm trying
have
to understand
to-
is, boss,
hold on,
if
hold
at
on,
all,
let me-
no,
can I answer?
I got your answer. I got your answer.
No.
I
You are
know what
doing
I'm looking
selective
for.
hearing, and
No.
you're not even listening to where I was taking
No.
my.
Let him land. Let him land. Let him get to his point.
Can you please understand me, boss? My follow-up point to it is
Follow up before I even finished my point.
yes, it's okay, relax. If United finish above Arsenal, right? This season. So would that go down to Arteta being a bad bad manager, or players being injured?
That will prove Ten Hag is actually should be excused because he had the worst injury record, and so then we need to give him a quiet pass. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't work. Every great manager needs to know how he should maneuver. You need to reinvent yourself with injuries. I know that there could be like circumstances whereby a lot of like what we had, okay, it was also we could blame the medical team and whatnot, but every manager should know how to maneuver. Injuries are not things that we just discovered yesterday. We know. That's why you have to put into account your squad. You know, you cannot let go Alvaro to the left back teenager who was brilliant coming up. You let him go and suffer with the left back to play center backs at left back. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? So you have to know how to like have a very balanced squad. If anybody's
where is that left back now, Kenny?
Sorry,
where is that left back now, Kenny? The one you're talking about?
He's been sold. That's what I mean. Like that's crazy. Like I was one of the people that was like really shocked about that move. Like, why would you let go of kids that's coming up? But we're trying to gather fans. I mean, we're just trying by all means to gather whatever fans we can. But that was the worst move we could ever have done. Because look at us now. You know.
Now I see the only reason I asked this question, bots, just to kind of give you an essence of why I did, is because now people might come out and say Arteta is a shit coach all of a sudden, right? But last season, he was a generational manager because he finished second behind Pep. No one could have done it, right? So the narrative changes every season of how you're looking at the games and the season progress. When people change their stances,
who are these people you talk to?
Exactly, but exactly.
You're one of them.
This guy,
I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. Because if I was one of them, you'd ask me that question. It was boss. It was boss that you asked that question. It wasn't me. That's why I said, who are these people you talk to?
You asked me the question, who are these people? And I told you, it's you.
And I'm telling you, it's not me because you didn't ask me this question. You asked boss this question.
Disciple.
I think generation.
What you see now you have nothing smart to say because now you're talking about Ange. This I know you have nothing smart to say, so I'll just mute my mic.
I'm looping you in with all the managers you were bigging up last season. De Zerbi, Ange Postecoglou, Arteta. Your tongue might be dry right now, but my memory is good.
Kenny, you want to say something? Because you see where this conversation is going nowhere. So
yeah, so
absolutely, because it's pointless with you. You won't agree.
To call Arteta a generational manager is a bit of a stretch for me. First of all, as a manager, he's been there for how long now without winning anything? You know, it's
8 years.
And finishing it twice.
Exactly. So for me, that you calling the man a generational manager is a bit.
It wasn't me, Kenny.
He finished it twice.
It wasn't me. Again, Kenny, it wasn't me saying he's a generational manager. It was people coming on streams screaming Ten Hag out while saying this manager is better. Arteta is a better manager.
Who are these people? You can't be speaking for other people. You gotta speak for yourself.
I'm telling you,
guys, I want to hear
it's you.
Fix. This stream was about predictions. Can we know from you who is winning the Champions League and the Europa League? Period.
I will say for Champions League, I will go for PSG this time.
Okay.
Yeah, and Europa League is not none other than Manchester United with full chest. You can laugh You
Cheers.
can laugh or do whatever you want to do. I'm telling you,
Okay.
this Europa League United is bringing it home. Straightforward.
Okay.
You,
All right.
I forgot there's a cracking manager in the Europa League, Jose Mourinho.
All right. We will end it on that note. Fix, thank you for that positivity. That's what we needed. Then like Fix, big up yourself. Kenny, shout out to you. Thanks for pulling up.
All right, bro.
Yeah, special thanks goes to Ronald Omo and also the main man, Mr. Faz, Planet Faz. Shout out to you and Pav as well. Big up to you guys. You guys are legends. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We will do another show later on today. So, you know, we got to cut this one short and save some of the conversation for later. But we have the receipts. At the end of the season, we will come back to the stream and laugh at ourselves and say, what were we thinking? And thank you to everybody that was contributing on the chat, by the way, in the conversation. Legends, legends, legends. Apparently, Man United is winning the Europa League.